Imagine you're snorkeling off a reef in the Indo-Pacific. The water is warm, the visibility is perfect, and you spot something beautiful on the sandy floor. A small cone-shaped shell, about 6 inches long, with an ornate brown and white map-like pattern. It looks like a souvenir, so you reach down and pick it up. And that is the last decision you will ever make. Because what you just picked up is a snail that will send over 100 different toxins tearing through your nervous system in the next hour. A snail that will shut down every muscle in your body until your diaphragm stops moving. A snail that the locals have a nickname for, the cigarette snail, meaning after it stings you, you'll only have time to smoke 1 cigarette before you die. This is the geography cone snail, Conus geographus. And it might be the most disproportionately deadly creature on the entire planet. So how does something that moves as fast as a garden snail end up responsible for essentially every recorded human death ever caused by any snail? You have to understand the weapon it's carrying. Tucked inside that beautiful shell is a harpoon, a microscopic hollow radula tooth that can fire in any direction, including backwards, at a speed you simply won't see coming. It can reach around the outside of its own shell, which means there is no safe side to hold it from. When it fires, it injects a cocktail called conotoxins. Not 1 toxin, not 5. Over 100 different peptides hit simultaneously, each targeting a different part of your nervous system, like 100 saboteurs, each cutting a different wire. The signals telling your muscles to move? Gone. The signals telling your diaphragm to breathe? Also gone. The initial sting feels like a wasp sting, just mild pain. Then comes the numbness, then drooping eyelids, slurred speech. Legs stop responding, vision fades, chest stops moving. The fatality rate in untreated cases is around 70%. It has killed at least 36 documented people, and there is no anti-venom. None. The only treatment is a ventilator and waiting for the toxins to wear off on their own. But here's the part I can't get over. This snail didn't evolve all of this to hunt humans. It evolved this to hunt fish. And that's where it gets strange. The geography cone snail is a fish hunter with no claws, no speed, and no real strength. It can't chase anything. So instead of getting faster, it made speed completely irrelevant. It chemically disables fish before they even know something is wrong. When a school of fish is nearby, the snail opens its disproportionately wide mouth like a net and engulfs multiple fish at once, eating them back to back without needing to re-sting between each one. But it gets weirder. Researchers have actually filmed this snail attaching itself to another shell and lowering down on a thread of mucus, like an underwater spider dangling invisibly above fish until the moment is right. A 6-inch snail doing what Spider-Man does, which is both impressive and genuinely unsettling. And even before the harpoon fires, the snail is already poisoning the water. Hidden in its venom is something nobody expected to find: insulin. A specialized insulin-like peptide the snail releases directly into the surrounding water. It causes the fish's blood sugar to crash instantly. The fish goes weak and confused before the harpoon even enters the picture. By the time the actual toxins arrive, the fish is already half paralyzed. 2 separate attack systems running at once, each one covering what the other misses. Scientists discovered this only in 2015, and when they analyzed it, they found this snail's insulin acts faster than any insulin ever studied, including human insulin. The molecules are structured differently, acting almost instantaneously, with no time for the prey to respond. Fast enough that researchers are now studying it as a model for ultra-fast insulin treatments for diabetics. A snail that evolved a hunting weapon so precise it might one day help revolutionize diabetes medicine. Not something you'd expect from a beach souvenir. And the same venom has already produced an FDA-approved painkiller called ziconotide, a non-opioid drug for severe chronic pain now used for patients who don't respond to morphine. Another peptide from this same snail is being studied for Parkinson's disease treatment. The snail that stops human bodies is also helping fix them, which makes it one of the most scientifically significant animals most people have never heard of. So are you actually in danger? Probably not. The geography cone snail lives in shallow reefs across the Indo-Pacific, from the Red Sea to Australia to Polynesia. It's nocturnal, hiding in sand during the day, which is exactly when beachgoers reach down and pick up shells without thinking. Most stings happen to collectors who don't know what they're holding, because the shell is genuinely beautiful, and the sting barely hurts at first. There are recorded cases of people who felt a mild sting, walked back to their boat, and died hours later because no one realized what was happening. There are about 900 cone snail species in the ocean, but only around 30 hunt fish. Those are the dangerous ones. Conus geographus is the most dangerous of all of them, responsible for nearly every fatal cone snail envenomation on record. Not most. Nearly all. The thing that sticks with me isn't the body count, it's the deception. It doesn't look like a predator. It looks like a trinket. It sits motionless. It can't chase you. It has no visible teeth or claws. It fits in your palm. And that's exactly why it's so effective. In a reef ecosystem, if you look dangerous, prey avoids you. So this snail evolved to look like harmless debris. The beauty is the trap. In a world where most deadly animals at least look the part, the geography cone snail evolved to look like something you'd want to keep. And that's somehow the most terrifying thing about it. If you enjoyed this one, there's a lot more coming. Creatures just as strange, just as deadly, and just as easy to underestimate. A like on this video helps more than you'd think, and subscribing is completely free. It genuinely means a lot. Thank you for watching.